How's it going, everybody? TC here once again with another script. This is one I haven't done before. This is Policewoman, which was a popular show in the early to mid 70s. Uh, this is, which one was this? This is season, let's see, hang on, check it out. Season 1, number 4. This one stars Eleanor Donahue, Joyce, no, wait a minute, excuse me, Larry Hagman, John Larch, Chuck McCann, Karen Carlson, Albert Popwell, Charles Bateman, and Dick Miller. This one's about Pepper, which is Angie Dickinson, going undercover as a stewardess who apparently is a link to a smuggling chain. So there you have that. That's the plot on it. The music, of course, is from the show. It ran for 4 seasons, 74 to 78. So this one is just a run-of-the-mill script. It's not anything special. It doesn't have any writing in it. It is multicolored, which is what I like. It's a bunch of colors. I don't know how many, probably 3 to 4 colors anyway, maybe 5. So it's got the good brads on it, big heavy brads. So let me open this up, get the brads off, and we'll check it out. Okay, got the brads out, as you can see. Get a little closer here. Now this one is 62 pages, I believe. It's not bad for an hour show. Here you see the alternate titles, which is unusual. Coffee, Tea, or H. Huber, the Little Lady, and One More Flight to Hell. It ended up being actually called 7-Eleven. Second revised final draft, July 10th, 74 is what this is. And of course, on a lot of these, if I've got a side picture, I will put it in there with it. Sandy Dickinson. About probably at least 10 years before this show. And here's the first page. In blue, Frank Telford is the writer. And these are, I believe they're called goldenrod pages, this one here, this color. Or yellow, whichever you want to call it. And there's telling you about, please insert the attached revised pages in your script. Pretty cool. You don't see that very often. Here's a cast rundown. Of the characters anyway, and where they're going to be. It says atmosphere, but that's back sets they're going to be on. There's a lot of people in this one. There's some more. Wait a minute. What is that? Okay, I thought atmosphere was the same as sets. I guess it's not. Passages in. Okay. Huh. I've never seen atmosphere before. That's unusual. Here are the interiors, the sets, and the exteriors. Huh. Okay. As you can see, this is fairly big type, so that's one reason why it's 61 pages, because it's a little bit bigger font. Act 1. Like I say, I haven't been through every page of this, but I'm pretty sure there's no notations or writing in it whatsoever. Let's see, hopefully you can see this. Let me get a little bit closer. There we go. Just don't want to cut anything off. Okay. Now I will go through this fairly rapidly, so we'll turn this into a 20-minute video. This show, I watched quite a bit as a kid. It was on a lot in reruns, and of course first run. I think the last time I saw it in reruns would have probably been the early 80s. And I don't even know what channel. Might have been a regular one of the 3 networks at the time, because cable was fairly new by the early 80s. HBO had been around quite a while, but cable itself had not been around that long. So unless somebody like MeTV or another channel, there's one called Antenna TV too, are showing it in reruns either during the day or at night on a weeknight or something. I don't know. But the theme is really familiar. Anybody who've ever heard it will probably remember that theme if you heard it more than a couple of times. It's pretty catchy. End of Act 1. And when I was younger, I primarily knew Angie Dickinson from this show and the one Western. that she was in with John Wayne. I can't recall the actual name of it. I can't remember if it's the one where they made two of them. One was called Rio Lobo, or I think one Rio Bravo or something. And one had Dean Martin, and one had Robert Mitchum as the drunk sheriff. But it was one of those two, and she was in it. I think it was the same one that had Ricky Nelson in it. I believe so. Yeah, that was the one with Dean Martin. And that photograph, this picture here, is probably from around that time, because she looks about like she did in that movie. Early to mid 60s. I can't remember when that movie was made. Like I said, they made two of them, and I don't know which one was first. And I think they were probably a year or two apart, maybe more. Well, I believe that's pretty much what she looks like, or looked like back in, say, 62, 3, 4, 5. She was probably on a lot of other TV shows, but like I say, the only thing I've ever remember on TV was for this policewoman. That's it. Maybe on Carol Burnett once or twice or something like that. You know, Johnny Carson probably. And Earl Holliman, of course, made a real name for himself in this show. He got pretty popular after the show. He's one of the main characters. And any of you sci-fi buffs will know who Earl Holliman is. He was actually the cook. I think his name was Cookie in Forbidden Planet. He was the cook. Had Robbie the Robot make off, I forget how many it was, 200 pints or something of Kentucky bourbon. He was really young then. He was also in a movie with, a few years later, I believe. Yeah, it was in the late 50s, early 60s when Jerry Lewis did the one about the alien. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, Harmon was in that. He was fairly young. Might have been maybe only a couple years older. He was fairly young in that too. Visit to a Small Planet. Something, I forget the name of it. Something like that. With Jerry Lewis. One of his first 2 or 3 after splitting up with Dean Martin. All right, we're getting there. Page 41. These are mostly blue pages here. I do have another one of these. One or two more. Police. It might be Police Story. Which is one. I think I've done one already, but I've got another one. It might be a police woman that's was owned by either director or assistant director, something like that, because it's got a lot of notations in it. Which are the ones I like the most, along with these, multicolored. Both is the best scenario for me, multicolored and notated. Because then you know it was used on set. Maybe not by the actor, but by assistant director, editor, something like that. I think all the last pages are blue. You might be able to see reruns of this on some special YouTube thing. I have no idea who owns this. If it's Paramount, Warner Brothers. I don't recall what network it was. I think it was ABC, I said. ABC. Let me see. Okay, let's see. We get to page 56. Oh, we got some more pink pages. 57. 58, another goldenrod. A couple of goldenrod here at the end. That revision was 7/17/74. Oh. Okay, there's 61, and the last one is a blue. The end. And then, of course, there's some kind of writing on the back. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it really means anything. It's something that somebody added up. And then this is kind of hard to read. You might be able to make it out, but anyway, there we go. Season 1, number 4, episode 4 of Policewoman with Angie Dickinson. Y'all let me know what you think. Take care. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell later.